Hey there guys, it's Ryan and I'm going to simplify The Sims for you today. This is part 2 of my How to Make Machinima series, and today I'm going to talk about editing game files to give you smoother angles and longer lasting scenes when making Machinima in The Sims 4. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check it out because I explain how to do camera angles and moving scenes in The Sims 4 and having point A's and point B's and saving camera positions, which you need to know for this part 2. So as you'll notice, I'm actually not in The Sims at all. I am in my second monitor over here. And I'm actually going to go into the game files, like I said. So what I want to do is open up File Explorer, go to your program files. I will have on screen where you can find these game files. I want to go to Origin Games, your Sims 4, Game, Bin, Res, or R-E-S, I'm quite not sure how it's said. And then you want to go to Video Camera, and this is the file that we're going to be working with today. We want to go down to these bottom 3 things here, your default interpolator parameters and camera 5 and camera 6 interpolator parameters. That may sound like a lot of confusing words, but don't worry, I will try my best to explain it. For this right now, we're going to talk about default interpolator types. Now by default, your default interpolator type is linear, which means that the camera moves at a constant speed. It's linear. So I'll show you an example of what linear looks like right now. Now that's good and all, but your scenes can get a little boring if it's always moving at a constant speed. So there's actually 3 more things, like 4 available, counting linear, 3 available things you can put in here for your default interpolator type. There's easy in, which means it starts slow and ends fast. Easy out, which means it starts fast and ends slow. And easy in out, which means it starts slow, moves fast in the middle, but ends slow again. Now you may be asking what these bottom 2 are here. These are for whatever you save to camera position 5 and camera position 6. It's basically the same as this, the same rules apply to changing it, but I highly recommend that for the default interpolator type and default interpolator time, you just all keep them as the same. So say if you want it to be easy in, I recommend you just change all of them to easy in. And like anything, make sure to just save when you're done so that it applies to your game. And once again, if you haven't seen part 1, make sure to watch that because I tell you how to get into cinematic camera mode. And now I'm going to talk about default interpolator time. Now I'm going to talk about default interpolator time. It's easier to understand than default interpolator type. It's basically how long your scene is, how long the camera is moving. By default it is 2, which is kind of fast, so I'm going to move it to maybe like 7 and show you what that looks like. Now, of course, you can change it to a bunch of different stuff like 20, which would take a long time. And like I said before, if you are changing it, let's say I change it to 5, make sure just to change these bottom 2 to keep it less confusing. That way everything's on the same, and when you're setting camera points, you don't need to be like, oh, what did I set for camera 5 or whatever. That's it for part 2 of this tutorial. I will have part 3 out very soon. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time, and make sure to subscribe to stay up to date for all other tutorials that are coming out soon. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.